Can't make me fart.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, grab yourself a cold beer and prepare yourself to listen to the worst podcast ever to come out of upstate New York. It's the Tuesday Night Tank Show. And now, here's your hosts, Mark H. Delfs and Bill Dr. Zeus. Zeus.
Everybody! Wow. That was loud in my ears. Holy crap. Well, here we are after, 3 months off or something like that?
It's been 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
It's been 4 weeks since I looked at you.
Welcome once again to the Tuesday Night Tank Show for Tuesday, September 22nd, broadcasting live right here on our favorite Ustream.tv every week at...
As opposed to the Ustream TV that we fucking
Exactly. 10:55 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, you can hear him live here every week. The lovely Dr. Seuss.
Hey now.
With that sexy radio voice. And
There you go,
myself,
folks.
the TNT Lobster Claw.
Randy Narkle, you didn't have any hearing. You're like 80 fucking years old.
This is show number 28. Can you believe 28? We're almost on 30 now. 28.
Now, that's not including the, 72 that we did before?
Not
we
including.
changed the name?
Nope. We changed the name and we started all over again. So we're at like 177.
177,000.
And past episodes can be found where?
You can see past episodes on the iTunes Music Convenience Store.
Hear them, not see them.
For the low price of 99 cents a minute.
All right. Don't forget, Dr. Seuss, before we begin the show, a lot of our stories for this particular episode are going to be old because we haven't been here in 3 weeks.
Ooh. But that's part of the fun, because what we're going to do is we're going to go back to, basically, I'm going to go back to August 28th, which isn't that old. But we may actually stumble upon some old stories, and that will be part of the fun, because you can call me out and call me an asshole.
Well, how about this? I'm going back to March 25th, 2009, because that's my earliest story, so there you go.
What? March 25th?
March 25th of 09. I've got 4 stories. April, May, June.
Well, mine actually start at March 12th, 2009.
Well, let's go all the way back then. All the way back in time. It'll be our back in time show.
All right, I have, let's see, I have, does it tell me how many items do I have? Doesn't tell me how many items. 48 items.
All right.
And I'll just go through them and you just tell me if it's a story that I've already done.
All right, I got 66 items, so we got plenty of material. But the bigger problem is here, you always go through the chat room and mention all the names. And tonight's special because everybody's here, or they were here earlier. But
all right, everybody was in the chat room earlier, but Sarazm had to leave, so we'll give him a moment of silence for Sarazm. Okay, that's enough. So what do we have here in the chat? We have Cool Dude Desktop, which must be twice. Oh Lord Amen, Paradox TNT Showbot. Who's that? I don't know
that's
what that
me.
is.
That's me.
Fireman 17, ILE, Jimmy Mac, Techie Gal, eFubar, Excalibur 2K4, Malt the Flame, Knight, Randy Narco 2002, and Tybee Guy. And there's 43 guests, people who have not had the balls to actually sign up for a Ustream name and come into the show with a name. So those of you who are guests of the show, please come on in here.
Wait a minute. You missed a whole bunch of people there.
That's all I have.
Paradox. You missed Paradox.
I don't have anybody else in the chat room.
Let me try it. Here we go.
I don't see Rachel Babel.
All right, I'm on colloquial.
I don't even see Lisa May in this list.
I
what
see
kind
her
of
in my
list.
list.
Is this?
I will do the list this week because you're fucking crazy. Here we go from the top.
I
Jimmy
will
Mac.
take a screenshot of my list. There's nothing.
Jimmy Mac, me, Ustreambot, Cool Dude Desktop, Dr. Seuss, Fireman 17, ILE, Old Lord Amen, Paradox, Rachel Babel, Seuss is Gay, TNT Showbot, Wireless Package, eFubar, Excalibur, It's 4 Ones, Kyle Polanski, the beautiful Lisa May, Metal Man 3009, Moth the Flame Knight, Randy Nakel, Techie Gal, Tybee Guy, UT
I literally
Fan,
have nobody in my
and
my
you
chat room.
have Morales as well. There's no
I
Morales.
don't even have Morales.
I have him too. I have Morales.
Oh man. Well, I apologize because I don't see all these people in my chat room. So go tell Brad.
I've also got Bob, Frank, Jim, Sal,
and Gary.
Gary is in there as well. So,
yes.
So what's been going on with you? It's been a long time. I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen each other in at least 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So. But let's pretend like it's been 3 weeks.
The funny part is that the building that we work in, they were renovating it, so we were actually off of work for about 3 weeks.
Vacation.
I take some vacation time. I, however, had to work most of that 3 weeks. I did take about 8-9 days off, and I was busy doing that, so I wasn't able to really get on the show because I was busy working. So
Yeah, you worked the whole time through.
doesn't actually work when he works. So.
I actually got yelled at the whole time, pretty much, for the 3 weeks. Do the laundry, shovel the driveway.
Laundry.
I mean, I was just working fucking balls to the wall. But it was a vacation nonetheless, and it's good because I think we're back to normal now, right?
Well, I feel back to normal. It's tough because your whole rhythm, like the time you wake up in the morning, the time you go to bed, it's all screwed up. So it's very difficult.
Oh wait, you were out of town too before that.
I mean, before then I was out.
You were in California,
too.
so we forgot about that. So you came from California to this, and then all of a sudden we're on vacation. So
Yep. So
But
it's
we're-
been a long time since I've been on the show. So too bad. I will refund you all your money that you paid to be on the show. So
I was
your checks in the
actually
mail.
my big story was, yes, I was in a car crash during the very next day we closed our workplace down. I was in a car crash. I was driving down the road from my haircut. I was getting a haircut. Somebody took a U-turn in the middle of the road, and I went right into the side of them, broke my hand. I'm in a cast right now. You can hear that right on the microphone. I was not driving my lawnmower, Morales, thank you. But yes, I smashed up my hand, and it's been a pretty good month. I've been in a cast, so that was my big story. So I don't have any good crash music. I guess Crash Into Me from Dave Matthews. That's all I got. But I was not my fault on the record. I was not ticketed. The other person was, so I'm off scot-free. And I got a brand new car, too, out of it. So, well, new to me, I should say.
Yay!
So Dr. Seuss
And you're not dead.
And I'm not dead. My head did not go fucking through the windshield, so I guess it all worked out in the end. So, and it's not pink, Morales. It's red. It's a lobster
No, it's actually
red.
it's hot pink actually.
I don't wank, UT fan, because I wank with this hand, so a little difficult. It's my left hand that's broken, so yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. So
He's
couple
right-handed.
couple more days, you're not going to see me for about 3 days as I spend all my time in the bathroom, so it's okay. So that's it. That's what happened, I guess. I don't have anything else. Do you have any dead cats or dead dogs to talk about?
One cat did die.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Fuck, I
Yep.
forgot the cat did die.
We've actually figured out
Yeah.
the issue with the cats. Remember how we've had all those cats that have died?
Yes, pretty much
everything
every
else?
week there's a new cat that dies. Yes.
Well, when you have that many cats, we have figured out that they are actually getting hit by cars.
Okay.
They're getting hit by cars, or they're being not ran over, but hit. Boop, and then they crawl away, and then they die. That's why they look like they're perfectly fine. So we thought that they were being poisoned, but now we know that they're definitely being hit by cars.
Did you ever see Pet Sematary by Stephen King?
Right now, no, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cats and a dog in the backyard buried.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, it is awesome. I mean, it's just so funny. Every week it's a new cat that died. I think you should be the poster child for Pet Cemetery.
It's crazy though. When we first moved in here, we had indoor cats, and then just because of the way that we went from living in this one house to this other house, that we had all these indoor cats, and we just couldn't keep them in the house. The way that the house is kind of situated, it's really hard to keep the doors closed. So they all got out. So now we had these indoor cats that had no claws outside, and they ended up getting hit by cars ultimately because they'd never been outside. And then our other cats, you just have a dumb cat that runs outside and gets hit by a car. So that's what's been happening. We pretty much think that they've been hit by cars, and it is what it is.
What about a hamster? Would you like to switch over and just have a nice hamster or a fish, maybe a fish tank or something like that? Yeah.
No, because we actually have 6 new kittens. So there's 6 more kittens that we can sacrifice to the the car gods.
Come on, that's not nice. That's awful.
Well, honestly, it's been really difficult because it's sad. They're your pets. You love them and everything, and you don't want them to die. You don't want them to get hit by cars and stuff. And we really thought somebody was poisoning them because they look so peaceful laying on the ground. Well, apparently they get hit just right, or get sideswiped, and then they lay on the ground. They look like, oh, look, there's Fluffy. Oh crap, he's dead.
Wait, they want 3 famous cats in the chat room. Go. 3 famous cats, Dr. Seuss, quickly.
Garfield,
Already done.
Heathcliff, and Snoopy.
No, that's a dog.
Oh,
One more. Top Cat.
Top Cat.
Top
there you go.
Cat. There you go. There's 3 famous cats. You know, we're
No,
not
it's
serious.
it's sad. I don't mean to make light of it, but it's sad. You know, the cat, and when the cats die.
Fucking Morales, says Jerry. You stupid idiot. That's the fucking mouse. Tom is the cat, you moron. He's such a moron. Jerry.
The MGN line. His name is actually Fred.
Lisa May says you suck, but you know it's in jest. You know you gotta laugh about it. We can't be serious about everything. So.
Oh, it's it's sad. You know, my wife called me up. She's at work. She's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I was kind of broken up. I'm like, you know, another cat got hit by a car. You know, it's terrible. You know, it's not easy.
Can you make the sound like you were broken up? Like, what did it sound like coming out of you? I want to hear. There you go. Sounds like you're choking on the fucking bone. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
Sounds like you're like puking and choking on
But
yourself.
I was puking. I was so upset.
All right, so there you go. That's what happened. I think that's the good.
And then, you know, the sad part is that was my favorite cat too. Out of
Yeah.
all the cats that we had, that was my favorite cat.
Right.
But he was just so dumb and goofy that I could just see him like doo 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 walking across the street and somebody hit him.
What happened to the cat that we used to have on the Mac and Chat show? Remember that gray cat? What happened to that one?
The gray cat's still alive. He lives with Smitty. But remember the black one?
Yeah, I remember the black one too.
He's buried in the backyard.
Of course.
He was 13 years old, and that was my original cat, and good old Smitty had him. And then finally, one day he came home, and he was just dead.
Let me ask you a question. Is there any possibility like you're actually a cat murderer and like you're just covering this whole thing up in some weird way? Like, do you actually murder cats?
Cat killer. No, I'm a huge. I'm you know, if anybody knows me, I can't kill anything. I can't kill insects. I can't kill spiders. I can't kill bugs. I can't kill worms. That's why I don't fish, because I can't put the hook through the worm because I don't like doing it. I'm such a animal pet lover that I can't kill anything. So I'm direct opposite.
Dr. Seuss helped me a couple days ago. I actually sat down in the back room, and I sat down to watch TV, and I got stung by a bee on the crack of my ass. I swear to God. My shirt came up just right, and there was a bee sitting on there. That fucking thing still itches to this day, right now. Tuesday, it still itches.
Because the freaking thing is still in there.
She said there's nothing in there. I can't get it out. What am I going to do? It's going to itch
Because she
forever.
knows that over time, botulism will set in and you'll die, and she'll collect the insurance money. You can't see it because you don't know.
I can't stop. I can't see it. It's a crack in my ass. There's a bee sting in there somewhere. A stinger. God
Yeah,
damn it.
and the problem with the cat getting pregnant is that was one of those weird things. Like, we were just busy and stuff, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh crap, the cat's pregnant. We were gonna we had like an appointment to get the cat fixed, and like she got outside and boom, it was like that.
Well, one more show title for the record book series is The Cat Murderer. I just took that one myself.
Cat Murderer.
The Cat Murderer. So I don't know. I think you're telling some stories here. I think the CNN's going to be on your doorstep any day now. Like,
Well, you know, the thing about that is that, you know, on our street, we've actually found that people drive like almost 55 miles an hour on our little street here because they're trying to get away from the
cops,
the traffic light, and the train that goes by.
Yeah.
So we've actually our neighbors are actually thinking about putting a petition to see if we can get like a speed bump or
speed
something
bumps.
like that.
That would be good for that road. That road is pretty quick, I gotta say.
It's fast. It's fast for a regular town side street. They really fly down the street.
So they're trying to beat the train. What are they trying to do? I don't get it.
There's a train. There's two ways to get around this area, and if you take a right out of my street and you go that direction, there's a train, and you got to stop and wait for the train. So people will see that and try to beat the train and fly down our street to go around the other way.
Huh. That's the only train song I have actually playing. That's all I got. No train songs.
Well, you know, I'm like 500 feet from the huge
You
train
are. It's
station
great.
coming
We
in.
always make fun of that. We love that train. When's it coming tonight so we can hear it?
Pretty soon it'll be like every hour because they're building this gigantic train depot behind my house.
I think you should somehow get a wireless microphone and run out there during the show and actually record the train like with your arm right out to the train, literally like touching the train.
I won't have to because it's like fucking right there, man.
The greatest thing. So I guess that's it for small talk. I mean, we have nothing else. Do you have anything else to talk about?
My daughter turned 3.
3. Holy shit, I didn't know
3
that.
years, yeah.
I haven't talked to her about Jesus yet. I'm still working on that.
I know, and you know that's a problem.
I've got my speech together for her. If you want to hear it, I've actually been working on something. Just give me a second here.
I'd
Hold
love
on.
to. I'd love to
All
hear
right, you
this
ready
speech.
for this? I don't know. This might not be right for her, but let me see.
How's everybody doing? My name is Jimmy Mack, and I'm here for your opening prayer. Can everybody bow your head
Will she relate to this kind of thing if I, break this out?
Possibly,
Let's-
possibly.
All right.
as we
see.
pray?
Just bow your heads.
8,
Oh, Lord.
2, 7.
Amen.
So will she like
There you
that? I mean, will that be enough to talk about Jesus with
That
her? or-
probably would be plenty for her because she has a very short attention span and she might actually punch you in the nuts.
See, I'm the godfather of his child, so that means I have to introduce her to Jesus the best way I can. And, you know, that's by pretty much alcohol. I mean, I'm not sure how else to do it. So, because I see Jesus at like 3 or 4 in the morning when I get up to go pee. Jesus is in there in the bathroom with me, you know, holding my hair out of the sink. And, you know, just it's a weird thing. But there you go. Happy 3rd birthday.
The Godfather forgot her birthday. You know, that's the sad thing, man.
I'm working on it. I got to work through my
It's
issues
tough.
here. I got to work. I was working, actually. You scheduled me to work, so how can I
didn't
praise the
schedule
Lord?
it for nothing.
Yes, you did.
Sarasm scheduled you to
Sarasm,
work.
because he doesn't want me to preach Jesus. That's why. He doesn't
Yes,
want
the
it.
show is 3 years old. Can you believe
Is it
that?
really this fucking already? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, because we actually did the show before she was born.
Oh God, this is such a train wreck. Anyway, who cares? It's so ridiculous. It's going nowhere in 3 years, right, Elliot? Fucking, that's perfect. Nowhere. We've stayed in the fucking train station for 3 years. We've gone backwards from the train station. So there you go.
That's right.
All right. So do you want to do the first story as always? Because you were like Chris in the show.
I
with the
would.
first
Well,
story.
you want me to go all the way back to?
All the way back as far as you can go.
All right, let's see. We'll go
So
back to March
retarded.
20, 2009.
All right. March 2009.
How about this one? A mom was charged after dumping ice cream lover daughters off car. Ice cream loving daughters off car. The 2 daughters jumped into their mom's car in hopes to force her to take them for ice cream. She hit her brakes and dumped them onto the pavement.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Slow down here.
And
you
guess
gotta go
where this
slow.
was from?
It's from Kentucky, I'm sure.
No,
It's
the
from.
Albany Times Union.
No, come on. That's not from here, is it really?
Yes, it
God
is.
damn
It's from
it.
here.
So let me put this together. She's driving down the road, and the kids
Yeah,
are
now I
sitting.
understand. Yeah,
Wait, the kids are sitting on the roof of the car. I'm so
No.
lost. I'm so lost.
no. So the mother was like, "I gotta go to the store," right? The kids
All
are like, "No, we want fucking ice cream." She's like, "I gotta go to the store." No, we want ice cream. The kids run and jump on the hood of the car. So she keeps driving with the kids on the hood of the car, and then she slams on her brake and dumps them into the road.
So she didn't know they were on the hood of the car.
No, she had no idea they were on the hood of the car, and she's driving the fucking car.
I'm so lost.
In Schenectady,
March
the
sucked.
14-year-old girl who jumped onto the trunk of her mother's car, then fell off after the woman refused to take her and her younger sister for ice cream, is on the road to recovery. Thank God, city police said. The incident, which unfolded outside the family's Foster Avenue home Tuesday night, has led to felony charges against city residents Latasha Daniels, 38.
Oh,
The
okay.
county has also taken her 3
Alright.
other children.
Really?
So basically, I ain't taking your ass for ice cream. You can
Oh shit.
climb on top of this car and I'll drive your ass over.
Fireman 17 says, "Bet she got some ice cream in the ER." There you go. That's one way to look
Exactly.
at it. So there you go.
So the girl jumped on the back of the car, and the woman just basically like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna go 50 miles an hour and throw you off into a ravine." So, there you go.
I can't believe that's
And that's a good old Schenectady.
that's from here.
Woo!
That's from Schenectady, and you know who's from fucking Schenectady, right? Who's from Schenectady?
are.
No, not me.
Ivy guys,
Tybee
wife.
guy's wife is from Schenectady. There you go.
That's right.
It's awesome. I don't even know if this link is right anymore because it's so old, but I'll try. This is from March too. 14-year-old hit by 30,000 mile per hour space meteorite. I mean, this sounds like one of the fucking assholes in our fucking chat room. A schoolboy has survived a direct hit by a meteorite after it fell to Earth at 30,000 miles an hour. The dude got hit by a meteorite and somehow he lived. It's a real story. I swear to God, it's from June actually. It's not from March. It's from June. My March stories suck. I can't even go there. They're just so bad. The dude just standing there. He gets hit by the fucking meteorite. I mean, going 30,000 miles an hour. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, story over. There you go. Back to you. That's all I can say. Just go through them quickly. Let's get them out of the way.
Motorists scramble for cash that suspects dumped on the freeway. Cops were able to recover $17,000, and some civilians who got in the crash grab later handed over to the police. A 16-year-old boy handed over $570 to the police station. So basically, motorists were driving along the highway as somebody threw cash out their window, and they don't really know where the cash came from.
Where is this story from?
San Diego.
Oh, there you go. Which is actually, there's a shootout going on right there. I just got a little bulletin on my phone. There's a shootout on the Mexican border from San Diego. So,
Oh, apparently they robbed a bank or something like that, and they were disposing of the money.
good job. Good job. What month was that from? Was that March too?
May.
All right, I got a June. I'm back in June. I like my June
Oh, that's
stories.
March. This is March.
That was March.
Actually, yeah.
And March, that show would have sucked really bad. I'm glad we didn't do a show. The headline on this one is, there's no way this in-car pizza oven is a good idea. Can you imagine driving down the road and be able to cook a pizza right there in your fucking car? Look at this thing. This is product of the week. This is the greatest thing. It's called Porta Pizza, and cook a pizza in the passenger seat while you're driving. This 12-volt pizza oven was designed for in-vehicle cooking. It plugs right into your cigarette lighter and
Are you still talking?
Yes, I am. It makes fresh pies at 70 miles an hour.
You know what story is really bad when he's like, and there's the 12 volt, and you just keep talking, nobody's listening.
It's a real pizza oven for your car. It's a dashboard. It's like an easy bake oven. You can make pizza. So we don't have to go to Paisans anymore. You can cook it right in the fucking car. Never have to leave the car. Best story ever. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Back to you.
So this is actually a video, which, obviously those of you who are going to download this won't be able to see, but this is a pretty funny video. It's called Fast Reaction, and basically a kid is basically talking to this other kid, doing like an interview, like a video interview, and he's like, so tell me about the school and blah, blah, blah. And behind this other kid, this black kid, is a garbage can, and all of a sudden this kid jumps up out of the garbage can. He's like, boo! And the fucking kid turns around and goes, whap! And hits him like instantaneously. You have to see the video. It's amazing how fast the kid.
How long is it?
Fight
How
or
long is
flight.
it?
This guy had total fight reflexes. Like wham!
How long is the video?
It's like 20 seconds.
All right,
if
I'm going to
that.
watch it. Hold on. Podcast listeners, I'm sorry. I got to watch it. Hold on. There's the black kid. Wait, what the hell just happened? It's like 13 seconds long. Hold
Yeah,
on,
it
I'm
says
watching.
13 seconds.
All right, there's the black guy.
And the kid's talking to him. Like,
Oh
interviewing.
shit! He just fucking cold clocked him right in the face.
He
How the
did.
fuck did he do that?
Because he was scared. So you have flight or fight reflexes.
Fight or fucking punch him in the face. Bang! Look
right.
at that.
So that's the fight. So the kid goes boo, and the kid goes bam, and the kid jumps up, and he must have like a bag over his head with like a scary face.
All right,
That dude punched him right in the face.
what percentage of that is real or fake? Because that
No, I think it's
don't
real
know.
because you see that kid had no idea.
I don't know, man. The kid that fell back in the garbage can looked like he was there
all I
for
can
a
tell
second.
you is that when I was in high school, we went to the Great Escape up here, which is
Yep.
a Six Flags deal, right?
Yep.
And there's a haunted ride thing, and we were just going along, blah blah blah, and somebody jumped out, and this girl that I went with high school with turned around and punched this dude right in the face, and she must have broke his nose, because it was automatically boom. He's like boom, she's like whap, and the kid's like oh fuck, and he just goes off in the dark, and she wailed him. People just instantly have that fight or flight reflex.
I don't know. That kind of looks a little, like one of them home video things. Like, it's sort of staged. Like, what was the interview about? I can't hear the sound, but
I don't know.
he did punch him. I know, I see that, but I don't know. That seems a little weird.
He
Um,
said, "Are you going trick or treating?"
I don't know. I wasn't watching it. I'll have to watch it with sound on.
No, that's definitely not staged.
All right. Dr. Seuss, have you ever been on an airplane before?
Recently, a couple weeks
A
ago,
couple times, right? Have you ever seen
Yeah.
a snake on a plane?
motherfucking steak in the plane.
Yeah. Did you see the movie?
Actually, Peter Steele was on the plane with me, and I saw his snake.
Stop it. Were you on the movie? Did you see the movie?
No, I didn't see the motherfucking
All right.
movie.
Did you see a snake on the plane when you were on the plane?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so what if I told you that there was a real incident with a snake on the plane?
Internet.
A real incident where there was actually a
404 not found.
real
Too
snake,
old.
a real snake on the plane. A U.S. Airways plane flying from Charlotte to Los Angeles had to take a slight detour by landing in Albuquerque
Internet.
because
There
some
was an
dude
incident
thought it
happening
was a
then.
good idea to give the passengers a striptease. This fucking guy stands up and takes all his clothes off, thereby being a snake on the plane. You get it? You don't get it. 50-year-old Keith Wright had to be detained by off-duty police officers after he started stripping and running around the fucking cabin completely buck naked. Did this ever happen to you on an airplane?
No.
There you go. There's a picture of him too getting taken away completely naked with his handcuffs on, and you can see his ass and
You
everything.
can't see it because it's a 404 error because the link
No,
is too.
I see it just fine.
Oh my god, that's fucking Tybee guy.
I will give it to you right again. I'll give you another link. There it is. I will copy it. I will paste it in there. There's Tybee guy's picture right there.
All right,
There you
Tybee
go.
guy. Let's see.
Snake on a plane.
No, 404 error. All right, nice
No,
job.
it works fine because I can see it.
Okay,
I
whatever.
reloaded.
Anyhow.
Anybody else get a 404 except this jackass on the other end of the phone? Thank you. Good job. Get a fucking use Opera or something. Do something.
So this was an interesting story, and I guess it really wasn't all that interesting, but I thought it was kind of weird in a
Yes.
way. So you've heard of like the H bomb, like
Yes.
the
I heard the A Team too. It's a good show.
18.
Go ahead.
So they've actually confirmed that this man may have the absolute worst luck. This 93-year-old Japanese man certified as a double A bomb victim. So you must have really bad luck if you're, getting, being in the area where they're going to drop a bomb. So this is what happened to this guy named Tosumo Yamaguchi back in 1945. He was on a business trip to Hiroshima,
Yep.
where he suffered serious burns to his upper body after the U.S. dropped the nuke on the city. He spent the night in the city and then returned home to Nagasaki just in time for the second bomb to drop.
Get out of here.
He had
That's
been
awful.
previously certified as a survivor of Nagasaki, but it was just recently that he was certified as a survivor of both bombs.
Wow. Is that the only person that's ever happened to?
Yeah. So
Get out.
what happens to you? Like you're like, oh, so over here, oh my god, I can't believe they dropped a fucking nuclear bomb. And then he goes to another day, oh my god, they dropped another fucking nuclear bomb. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's awful.
Come on.
There's a show.
Stop with the nuclear
Wait.
bombs already.
There's a show titled Nine Atomic Lives. I like that. 9 Atomic Lives.
So apparently they saw that he was, he survived Nagasaki. And they're saying, like, you know what, these bombs must be not so bad because he survived 69 years after they dropped, and he's still alive today.
Really? He's got no radiation or anything?
No, but he's just a head. He's just a head.
It's just the torso.
It's a torso.
Oh,
Just he has no legs
God.
and
I already
arms.
used the lobster condoms for the show title. Come on.
Nine atomic laptors.
I already used it. This was an old...
That's like really bad luck. That's
That
like
is
you
bad
getting
luck.
hit by a car, having
Yep.
a car accident,
Or
breaking
lightning.
your hand, and
Lightning.
then on your way to the hospital, the ambulance drives off a fucking
And
bridge,
breaks your other fucking hand. There you go. I know. I already heard about all that. This is a good one. Toyota employees taped watching porn in customer's truck. Remember this story? This is great. These guys, this poor guy brings his fucking Toyota to get fixed at the Toyota, I can't even say it, Toyota dealership. And I guess, I forgot if he put a camera in the car for some reason. Oh, that's right. He placed a video camera in the passenger side, and he's fucking watching these guys fix his car and watching porn on his, they're watching porn and they're stealing quarters from his change compartment. I mean,
How did he get the fucking camera in there?
well, he went in the first time, and all of a sudden he noticed, there was quarters missing from his, change thing on the car. So he's like, okay, something's up. He brings the thing back, and then, something else was missing. More quarters were missing. So the third time, he put a camera in there, and then he brought it back, and now they're stealing quarters. They're watching porn in his truck. I mean, there's it's just fucking all this wacky shit going on. So if you own a Toyota, I guess don't, hope that doesn't fucking get broken or something. I mean, really. It's a great story. You got to read the whole story. But this guy was just like...
It's actually pretty funny. And then after that, I did that.
It's a great story. You got to read the whole thing. It's not... I can't talk about when I'm drunk.
Like, who wants to watch porn at work?
In somebody else's fucking car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that girl. She did. Hey, guys, I'll be right back.
I
How
forget-
does that work out?
I forget
Don't
how they
watch porn
watch...
at your work.
How the fuck were they watching porn, though? That's what I forget. Was it in the... An in-dash, a DVD player kind of thing? I mean, how they were doing that? And they're like, whatever. It's an old story. It's from July. But keep going. We're just fire through. Go ahead. Next. Back to you.
Let's see here.
Back to you, Bob.
I don't want to do that story.
Man,
So this is a story about a man who is busted while trying to steal his dream car.
All
Police
right.
said. A man was told who
This
told
is a
police
story
his dream
named-
car was a Nissan Altima
Yeah.
with push-button ignition, has been charged with attempting to steal one from a local car dealership, according to police reports. Charles D. Henderson, 21, of the first block of Seneca Street on Monday, was charged with felony burglary and a Class 2 felony of attempted theft. According to police, Henderson, midnight, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck did I...
I don't even know
Story?
what you're
Where's the
saying.
story?
What are you talking about?
Oh, here's the reason why. Apparently,
Oh,
he went
finally.
to the car dealership. He went
Finally.
to the car dealership to pick up the...
Pick up the chicks? What?
You know, this is not one of those instances. Has a really good story. So apparently he got into the car dealership. He stayed there. And then what happened, a little while later, he decided to break through the window. So he took a chair and he threw it out the window and it bounced off the window. So then he got the car that he wanted to steal and he put it in the reverse and he went to go break through the window, but the car wouldn't move. It just hit the window and didn't do anything. And that's when the police discovered them.
I have no idea what you even just said. I have no idea what the story is all about.
I don't
Read
even
it.
know why. So essentially, the guy goes to steal a car.
Yeah.
He breaks into the dealership.
Okay.
He decides to break open one of the windows to get the car out. He throws a chair at the window and it bounces back.
Okay.
So he says, fuck this. I'm just going to drive through the window. He takes the car. He goes to back up through the window and it just goes boom and just stays there. He can't get through the window.
Why not? Why can't he drive through the window?
I don't know. The car just stopped. And that's when the police found him.
Like, how do you start it? There's no key.
He's got a push button.
Push
ignition.
button. Push button ignition. What about on Ferris Bueller when they fucking drove the car right through the window? That was, why did you just do that?
Apparently, those Nissan Altimas with push button ignitions don't go that fast.
Apparently not. Man.
So he's like, I'm just gonna drive through this window. And he's like, oh crap.
Oh, that's awful. It's awful. Push button. I love the push button. Okay, this is kind of a creepy story to me. I know you're gonna fucking probably yell at me, but I love this story. All right, let me try to break this down for you. These two people on Facebook met on Facebook, and they're engaged to be married. They have the same name.
What?
Yes, it's the same fucking name. Kelly Hildebrandt met Kelly Hildebrandt, guy and girl, and they're getting married. They have different middle names, but they have the same first and last name. Kelly Hildebrandt was the guy, and Kelly Hildebrandt was the girl. There you go.
So do they just keep their name?
They're keeping their name, apparently, unless it's going to be...
Fireman 18 on Facebook.
No, this is going to be Kelly Hildebrandt. I mean, how else can you do it? I mean, what are you going to do? The story
All right,
started...
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Woman wanted in breast implant theft turns herself in.
Okay. Break it up. Break it down.
That's all I got. Who steals fake boobs? What is she gonna do with them?
No, wait, she stole them?
Hey, could you put these in for me?
Oh, she stole... I thought she stole them like somehow they were in her. I didn't know she...
Oh, she stole the implants himself.
Oh, shit.
He's like, I got these fucking saline boobs.
What would you do with those?
It's like, wear them on your head like a hat.
No, I think she would probably want to sell them on eBay. I mean, what else could you do with that?
No,
That's like
she wanted them installed on her own boob.
installed.
So she went to the local Circuit City and said,
Installed.
"You guys do installation?"
Please install my car stereo. Oh, by the way, these boobs too. Install these. Like RAM. That's right. Install these. Install these
So who
boobs.
goes out and steals boobs, but then she's got to get them put inside said boobs?
Give me a
later
show
on.
title. Somebody in the chat room, give me a show title for that, please. Boob installer.
BYOB. That brings a whole new meaning to BYOB. Bring your own boobs.
Give me a show title, please.
That's the show title. BYOB. Bring your own boobs.
Secondhand boobs. Install these boobs. Something with
All
installer.
these boobs.
Install these boobs is good. I'll take that as a temporary. Install these boobs.
BYOB.
Boomstallation.
Boobstallation.
Boomstallation. I like that. Boomstallation. I can't type that. I can't type anymore. Boob.
But it's like think about the things that you could steal in life, but you really couldn't do anything unless somebody else helped you do that.
Oh,
I
boobstallation.
have these implants, but it's like if imagine coming home and be like, hey honey,
Look what
so
I got.
I've been thinking about getting breast implants, so I stole them.
Yeah, but I would think.
Do you
Hold
know
on.
anybody
Hold
put
on.
these in for me?
Out of the boob, like how much does it cost to get a boob implant? Give me a rough number.
$2,000.
All right, so for one or both.
I don't know.
All right, let's say it's $5,000. Lisa May says for, I guess, both. All right, it can't be that much for the actual implants themselves. That's for the doctor's work. Those boob implants are like worth like $100, right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Who would do that? Ridiculous.
I don't know.
All right,
But
moving.
who'd steal the boobs
I don't know. It's so
and
stupid.
and not think like, oh, I have to get these put
All right,
in.
Dr.
right?
Seuss, you have to pause. It looks like because I just got a message
Yeah.
from you. Me too, because I got to go too. So let's
right.
double P, and we'll put it on pause, and we'll be right back momentarily.
P for pause.
P for pause. Where's my pause?
All right.
There it is. We'll be right back. You guys have a good time in the chat room. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's the whole thing. Like, the whole boob implant thing.
I say $20
like-
a boob.
$20 a boobs, and I'll install those for you.
I don't know. I don't think they're worth more than $20 a piece. But anyway, whatever. That's
What if
fine.
they're really large?
They're all yelling at us because we don't wash our hands after we pee. I know where my dick has been. Okay, I don't need to wash
I know.
my
What
hands.
am I gonna do with that?
It hasn't gone anywhere. Nobody's touched it all day. It's clean. All right. There's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't touch my keyboard. That's all. It's fine.
Right.
It's good. And don't touch Dr. Seuss's keyboard either.
Really?
All right, let me see. I got a story for you, Dr. Seuss. Remember how how
Is
angry?
it about watching your dick or what?
No, don't worry about that. We already talked
All right.
about that. Remember back in high school, like we used to wish, like we read all these stories today about all the hot teachers that used to fuck all the, the.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, exactly. That just doesn't happen, right? Did that ever happen to you, honestly?
Well, I remember having this conversation with a friend of mine that went to high school, and we were trying to think like which teacher would we like to have sex with, and we come to the determination that 0.
All right. Well, I had one.
They were all
actually.
this. They were all. There was one substitute teacher that was almost hot, but we had no hot girl. All of our teachers were like old.
I
They had been
actually
there for 100 years.
no. I vividly remember in 7th grade, my Spanish teacher was so smoking hot, and I remember back then
my Spanish teacher, I would rather cut her head off.
she
with
had
a
huge monster
knife.
boobs, and she used to always wear tight
monster
little
boobs.
shirts.
Sunday.
Yep, she had little tight shirts on all the time, and I used to be such a prick in fucking class. I just didn't want to be there, and it was just a big constant struggle. But I'm just reading this story right here, and I was about 15 years old, I guess, back in those days, and this fucking 15-year-old student got $1,500 in hush money after boning his teacher.
1,500. That's it.
$1,500, this dude. Not only did he bone the teacher, but he got $1,500 on top of that. There you go. So
Wow.
I gotta go back to school. I mean, can this still happen to me? Am I
But
too?
remember, in our area, there was a whole bunch of people that had that
right,
issue.
right. There's a lot of this shit going on today, and these people don't learn their lesson. Like you're gonna get caught. I mean, sooner or later, somebody's gonna say something.
But
mean-
like, so if you're like a 20-something-year-old woman
Yep.
and you're
25.
a teacher, I mean,
Yep.
you're gonna have sex with a 15-year-old? Really?
Why is that, Lisa May? Why is that? Why does that happen? Are these
I mean,
15-year-old kids that hot?
I understand, like, maybe like 15, 16-year-old, they're at the height. Isn't that like our sexual peak?
I don't know. I just still think a 15-year-old is like very immature for a boy. I mean, why is that? Oh wait, there she goes. She already fucking she sealed the deal. She had sex with a 16-year-old when she was 26. So never mind. Story's
Oh.
blown. Never mind. Okay.
I was like 25 and dating a 38-year-old woman. What does that mean?
apparently I was in the wrong time because that never fucking happened to me. Never did I get molested by a
But see,
teacher.
like when I was like, we were talking about it. It's like when I was like 15 and 16 years old, like I didn't even know what a dick was. It's like I remember going to health class and like, yes, we're gonna learn about the vagina. I'm like, what? What are you? What? What are you
we're
talking
in the
about?
wrong
I had
time.
no idea.
we grew
I was
up
still
in,
playing with G.I. Joe guys when I was 15, 16 years old. I had no idea.
we grew up in the wrong time, the wrong place.
I mean, Skinamax was like 16, 17 years old.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I think I saw a boob.
Yeah. White Snake video on MTV. There was a boob.
Yeah.
Played over and over again. Well, never mind. That was my story. So I just thought that was a little funny that
I didn't have sex until I was like, what, 18?
we never had that happen to us.
It is.
Sucks. I'm going back to school. Go ahead. What do you got?
I'm all upset now.
Sorry.
I want to have sex with my science teacher.
And $1,500 on top of that they get for that. It's like a bonus.
This is funny.
Fuckers.
So remember that fail blog website?
Yeah, every day we hear all about it.
So ultimately a lot of them are kind of dumb, but I thought this one was funny at the time. It was a Jesus fail.
Yeah.
Jesus is the rizzle for the sizzle.
Okay.
That's a sign for the Belgrove Missionary Baptist Church. Jesus is the rizzle for the sizzle. That's the way you get new parishioners into your
Stupid.
church. By
Stupid.
just getting little Snoop Dogg on them.
Stupid. They all want to hear Lisa May's story about doing the 16-year-old when she was 26. So that we'll save that for a call-in. She'll call in, I'm sure, maybe next week. Sure, they all want to hear the story. I can already see that.
Well, first I found the boy and
I wanna hear it
stuck
too,
the
as a matter
wiener
of
inside
fact,
of my
so.
vagina.
Next week, Lisa May. I definitely want to
And
hear
I
that
said,
story.
oh.
Actually, wait till
Oh.
my hand's out of the cast because I might need my left hand, but that's off the record, so never mind. So what do you got? You got more of those fail blog things, or was that the story?
That was one that made me giggle.
All right.
I actually had this thing, which was an interesting question. Are kidnapped children tax deductible?
Hold on. Let me break that down. So let me think. So your kid gets kidnapped. For how
Right.
long? Like a year, 2 years, 10 years?
So apparently there's a blog that breaks down all the types of weird tax code things, and this blog breaks down the tax code for writing off currently
Oh,
kidnapped
can
children.
you
as
imagine
deductible.
sitting? No, hold on a second. Can you imagine sitting down and doing your taxes,
All right.
and like there's a question that says, "Was your kid kidnapped?" That's awful.
Right. So apparently, what do you think the answer is?
Yes.
Right. Can I still write off a child as a deduction if they've been kidnapped? According to the IRS, the answer is yes. Now remember this. This is not you kidnapping a child. It means that your child has been kidnapped.
Wow. So somebody in the IRS had to sit
So
down.
somebody in the IRS has to think this up.
had to sit down and write this fucking. Oh, that's awful.
So according to the IRS website, the answer is yes. If two conditions are met, the child must be presumed by law enforcement to have been kidnapped by someone who is not a member of your family or a member of the child's family, and number two, the child had, for the taxable year in which they had been kidnapped, the same principal place of
Holy
living
shit,
as the
man.
taxpayer for 1/2 portion of the year, such date as the date of the kidnapping.
I want to meet that guy that just has to sit down.
I
in
mean,
an
imagine going to
office.
H&R Block and be like,
Exactly.
"Do they have-" well, yeah. I have a dependent.
Oh, yeah,
There's
exactly. It's
me,
like, by the
my
way,
wife, and little Jimmy here, and Susie, who's been kidnapped recently, but I really could use the $2,000.
oh, how long? How long can this go for? Like years, or is it?
Probably until they're like 17.
Wow, holy shit, man! This fucking government's fucked up, man.
But imagine being like the guy that has to like sit there and figure out like all the tax implications. Be like, kidnap kids.
All right,
What about the kids that are in the moon? The one that are that we sent into space. I mean, taxes are so fucking retarded.
Lisa
that they have to
May
figure it
brings
out.
up a good point, Dr. Seuss. What about your cats? Can you write the cats off that are all the dead cats?
No,
No,
They're
they're
just
long
cats.
gone. So they're just okay. So no dependents in your family except for the
no,
kids.
I have none.
All right,
They're all
okay.
buried in the backyard.
All right, I got one for you, Dr. Seuss. You'll appreciate this. All right, so what size is your TV at home?
32-inch LCD.
32 inch. What if I told you I have a 37 inch for you? Very cheap.
How
very
much?
very cheap 37 inch TV. For cheap. Would you buy it?
There's no such thing as a 37-inch TV.
Really? How about this
I
one
bel-
that I just sent you a picture for?
Oh, this is the one in the box.
No.
It's the box.
No. This is a 37 inch television for $19.49.
Yes, this is the box.
It's all this. No, it's not a box. Look closely.
It's a box, though,
No,
right?
It's not. It's an oven door. The guy ripped
Oh, it's
off-
an oven door.
Yes. He
Oh,
ripped
right.
off a fucking oven door and put stickers on it and sold it to somebody. He charged $100.
But there's no such thing as a 37-inch TV
Well,
screen, right?
Apparently there is now.
That's the part of it that there's.
There,
I remember
exactly.
this story.
But there's a sticker. Look at the corner. There's a 37-inch sticker he put on there.
Oh, maybe they're
There you
right.
go. It's a real thing. He sold.
What do I know?
He tried to sell it in the Walmart parking lot for $100. It was a plastic wrapped glass oven door with Sony and Best Buy stickers all over it. There you go. He put them on there. Look at how good that looks. It looks like a real thing.
It does. I remember seeing that.
What a
Absolutely.
jackass, man.
I thought it was just an empty box.
Oh my God. Somebody must have bought that. That's so great. It's got the price tag and everything on it. It's fucking brilliant. It's so brilliant. There you go. There's the watch out. That's August. We're back to August now. So go ahead.
So on the kidnapping theme.
No, come on
apparently,
with the kidnap
a
stuff.
Dallas wife accused of making up kidnapping tale to cover Tryst.
Tryst. Somebody in the chat room, Tryst? It's got to be Tryst.
Trisket.
I don't know. Tryst. I don't know. Whatever. Christ. Who
Fucking
cares?
somebody else.
Who cares?
Frantic calls from Dallas woman who told her husband that somebody had kidnapped her and her 3 young children, set up an intense search over the weekend, according to police documents. But the investigation, which included state and federal law enforcement agencies, ultimately led to the woman's arrest. Myrna Rodriguez, 27, admitted she made up the story to hide the fact that she was in Oklahoma having an affair, the documents say. So don't do that, folks. Do not hide your Tryst.
Tryst. You got it right the first time. Tryst. Lisa May. Tryst. Thank you.
By kidnapping your kids.
Triscuits have virus. Like Tryst. All right. So if you're going to do another kidnapping story, I'm going to do another HDTV 42-inch flat screen TV story because I got a good one for you. Fuck you. Price Hill, Cincinnati. Police are crediting a member of a Price Hill block watch group, thankful for these guys, with helping to arrest an alleged burglar by snapping the man's photo Monday as he pedaled his bike down the street carrying a stolen
37-inch TV.
No, 42-inch flat screen TV.
42-inch flat screen.
Let me ask you a question. Can you imagine driving down the road on a bike with a 42-inch flat screen television and trying to pedal the bike and stay out of traffic?
No.
They're saying 404. All right, I'm going to copy and paste the fucking actual words. Fuck you.
404.
Fuck your 4. Look at the chat room. There it is right there. You can oh, I can't do it. There it goes. Oh, I can't. There it goes. It's going in right now. There it is. There it is.
He copied the whole fucking story.
Yes, I'm not fucking playing around with you people. You know what the guy's name is?
Knuckles.
Joshua Knuckles. Isn't that great?
Yeah, Knuckles. Yeah.
That's the best fucking name to be a burglar for. I'm Knuckles, I'm Knuckles. I stole a 42-inch TV driving down the road on a bike. Stupid asshole. Moron. It was probably a fucking oven door. He had no fucking idea. That's why it was so light. $50,000 bond, man, for that. So go ahead, Dr. Seuss. Rip right through him.
So let me ask you something. You're a big fan of Elvis, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. So say for example you were a huge fan of Elvis, like a huge fan of Elvis, and he had a lot of money.
Thank you very much.
How much would you pay for this poem that is written on the stationery that has been pre-printed from the home of Elvis Presley?
How can you prove that?
Apparently it was found in the home of Elvis Presley.
Well, still, how can you prove
So
it?
I want to read this poem that was signed by EP. And tell me how much you would pay for this.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen,
And I'm going to do this in the voice of
Very
Elvis Presley. As I woke in the morning, when all things are born a problem. First I'm going to still, where it's coming down, sang a sweet song, so sweetly and powerfully. I'm over in love. I get a raise, a window and crush his fucking skull. EP. How much would we pay for that?
Well, can you read it like in the real voice now? Because I have no idea what you just said.
Well, there's two things that you can't really read because it's really scribbled. But as I woke this morning, when all sound things are born, a robin perched on my window still to greet the coming dawn.
What year was this?
Huh?
What year was this? Like, when did he write this?
I don't know.
Was this like the later years, the fat years?
I don't know.
It sounds like he's completely retarded. Absolutely.
But born a robin perched on my window, still to greet the coming dawn, he sang a sweet song so sweetly and paused for a moment. Moments slow, I gently raised the window and crushed his fucking skull. EP. Guess how much
real?
somebody paid for that?
I'd say 100,000.
Ooh.
Was that close?
25 grand.
Oh, really? All right. Okay. Was that it sounded like a song, sort of? Maybe. Kind of. No, I wasn't close. 20. I don't know. Whatever.
It was a lot.
Thank you very much.
He was basically writing a song about. He's writing a poem about how a robin perched on his window and he was singing greatly, and then the robin was sitting there and he crushed its.
Oh, he's fucking insane, man. He's so drug-addled. I'm sure at that point. I mean, God love him, but dude, drugs, man. Don't do drugs, people.
Don't do drugs, man. We don't do drugs.
Lordo, no drugs for you. Come on now. Seriously. Walt the Flame, no drugs. Whatever. I got one for you, Dr. Seuss. This is going to cringe everybody in the chat room just a little bit. All the guys. Here we go. Here's the headline.
It's a penis story getting crushed by a windowsill by Ellis.
Close. You're actually pretty close. Teen shoots himself in his penis. Okay.
Oh, come on now.
What? That's a real story. A 15-year-old Brooklyn boy was arrested yesterday after accidentally shooting himself in the penis. Accidentally. I don't know how he did it, but apparently he had the gun in his waistband. He was walking around.
Dito.com. Good
What?
job.
What
Every
happened?
link you have is fucking dead.
I will copy and paste it to the goddamn mother effing Robin fucking crushing skull fucking web thing. There you go. It's right there. 1:30 a.m. He was walking around New York City. He had a gun in his waistband. It slipped into his pants. When he grabbed for it, he accidentally pulled the trigger,
He blew his dick off.
firing a bullet right through his penis, in the post's words. He staggered home, told his mother what happened, and they laughed about it for a couple minutes. Then they took a car to Kings County Hospital, and now he's pretty much fucked. So, there you go. Penis is gone. He's done. 4-1s. Thank you. He grabbed the wrong rod. Boulder forever. That's a good one. He grabbed the wrong rod. So, back to you, Bob.
Man caught with vacuum sex gets sentenced for 90 days.
That reminds me of the story we did. Remember the guy who fucked the park bench? I think that was your story.
Remember the guy who fucked the table?
That's what I meant. The park bench, the
Picnic
table, whatever it was. It was some fucking table.
So
chair,
in
something.
Saginaw, Michigan, a man
Yes.
caught performing a sex act with a car vacuum cleaner
Why?
had been sentenced to 90 days in prison. Preston
Why?
Taylor must also admit to drug testing. The 29-year-old from Michigan
Good
was sentenced Wednesday to Saginaw County Circuit Court.
Good
Savage
one.
pleaded Preston Taylor
great.
pleaded no constituted decent exposure. Please say that we haven't seen this since Albert D. Morales was in our area.
Stop it.
And he too
Come
had
on.
sex with a vacuum cleaner and a
Don't
small
ruin it.
dog named Chipsy.
Don't ruin it. Come on. That was a great story. That was a great story. Oh, that was better than Picnic Bench one by a long
Like,
shot.
who's gonna go to the fucking car wash
That's funny.
and put his dick in the vacuum cleaner from there? Where is that vacuum cleaner, Ben?
I don't know.
everywhere.
That's disturbing. But the picnic table fucking thing was even disturbing. Like, who does that? Apparently somebody, I guess. I don't know. Dr. Seuss, I know you don't smoke pot, but you have a couple of, you have a 6-year-old, right? 6, 7-year-old, 5-year-old?
Well.
You got a 3-year-old, but what else you got?
4.
4-year-old. But you don't have a 6-year-old. But this 6-year-old right here, I'm going to talk about in a second, drives her mother around town in the car while her mom was stoned in the passenger seat. It's a real story. Coatesville, Pennsylvania recently found a 6-year-old girl driving around town while her mother was in the passenger seat laughing hysterically. The lady's name was Lakeisha Hogue, and she told police through giggles that she was teaching her daughter how to drive, who was 6 years old. But the real reason was she was actually
Bitch,
stoned.
fucking don't burn out my clutch. I'll cut you.
She was stoned out of her mind. So there you go. Hogue's sister
That's
was...
a news story. That's a news story. I have that.
What?
That's new.
Yeah, it's very new. It's September 12th. So
Yep,
we're going right up the ladder here. So the 6-year-old girl drives the stoned mom around the car. Or the town or the car or something. I don't know. Whatever. Back to you. High on life. Good one. Hold on. We are at 52 minutes. So keep going or don't keep going. I don't care. One or the other. Don't blow your
yeah,
load.
I must have tagged some porn thing on here. I don't know what that is. You don't want to
I
see
don't know
that.
what you're doing.
Let's see here. Oh, how about the man who was arrested for crashing motorized bar stool while intoxicated?
Morales?
You want to hear that
Yes,
story?
I do. Absolutely. Just tell me where it's from.
Let's see.
I say the South.
All right,
I vote.
how about we guess?
Vote. I vote,
So the man made a motorized bar stool, which he was arrested for driving while intoxicated. Where do you think
Tennessee.
he was from?
Tennessee.
Let's try to guess.
Kentucky or Tennessee? My choice.
No, this is not. This is a different story for once. The other guy actually was a motorized bar stool on a cooler. Remember him?
I do remember that. I say Kentucky or Tennessee. That's my not Schenectady. Come on.
Not Schenectady.
I say Texas, not Texas. I say Tennessee or Kentucky.
Albany. No.
That's
no.
my choices.
Think like northern area.
Northern, Michigan.
What is a really depressed state?
Where 4-1s lives. Oh, that's Texas. Never mind. Go ahead. Whatever. Depressed state. That would be North Dakota.
North Dakota. No, this was actually in a Newark, Ohio man was busted for an
Ohio.
OVI, operating a vehicle while intoxicated, when he crashed his motorized bar stool on the public street. Now, take a look at this thing. This is fucking awesome. I want this motorized bar stool.
Let me see the look. Let me look at this. Gizmodo. Let me see. What this
You know,
looks
the
like.
best thing about this thing is that in the back, it actually has
Oh,
a
no.
anti-flip over thing.
Come on. This is. How can this be real?
So that's a different bar stool motorized contraption.
Look how cool that
Despite
looks.
the fact that the whole idea of a motorized bar stool conjures up images of drunk racing leagues, obtaining one is as simple as a Google search. So my guess is that
Oh
this
my
isn't the
God.
first time something like this has happened, and it hasn't been.
Oh, wait, let me stop you. Look at the back of this thing. It's got a fucking shock absorber on
I
the
told
back
you
of it.
to keep you from flipping over.
Oh, that's a wheelie bar. That's what that is. It's a wheelie bar. Oh my, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Holy shit, that's the wildest fucking thing. Oh, Dr. Seuss, you just did the best story of the night. I swear, that was the best. Oh my God, these people, why? I just don't even understand how these people have so much time on their hand to do this kind of stuff. Oh my God. You got anything else? Or you want me to do one?
Go ahead.
All right. The Michael Phelps of drunk driving racks up the 22nd DWI. A 50,
22nd.
Yep, you're going to guess the state. A 51-year-old blank man blew .393 BAC, which is about 5 times the legal limit, when he was collected by local police on Monday. Unfortunately for him, police said records showed that the man has been arrested 5 times in blank and at least 16 times elsewhere. I mean, he's got fucking charges on like every state he's ever been to. I mean, I'm just looking at this. It's like 22 strikes law. In this particular state, it has a 22 strike law. I mean, you can get arrested 22 times and then you're fucking done. I mean,
I say Kentucky.
let's see, Wisconsin.
All right,
Kentucky.
this is
Nope,
only your
nope.
19th DWI,
No.
so we're gonna let you go because
Yep,
I'm
no,
drunk
it's
right now. and it's only
22.
my 15th time
22,
being drunk,
22
pulling you
is the
over.
magic number. But no, you guys are not even close. It's north, south, east, west. It would be north, southwest, somewhere in the southwest.
Las Vegas,
Nope,
Nevada,
southwest. Nobody's
New
gonna get it.
Mexico.
Yes, New Mexico. There you go. We have a winner. New
You
Mexico.
gotta figure all the Indians out there.
Yep, New Mexico. Great picture too. The guy's in a fucking trash can. It's great. There you go. Your turn. We have what are we at? 56 minutes. You got 4 minutes. We're supposed to do a half-hour show.
Let's see what I got here. I have a mugshot Hall of Fame.
Go ahead.
I don't even know. We'll copy this image and we'll paste it into here. No, it doesn't work. So copy image location and we'll paste it into the chat room. So take a look at that image there. And
see.
this was the Mugshot Hall of Fame. This crazy man was called to
That's
the
a
home
great
of
eye
Walkerville,
chat picture.
Maryland.
What's up with his eyes? He looks like Ron Howard's brother.
I don't know, man.
He looks like
The
Clint
victim
Howard.
accused his father, Michael E. Shoemaker, and younger brother of breaking into his house and stealing his dog. Apparently, the 42-year-old dad said he returned later to burn down the house. So,
He's so creepy looking. Holy shit. You can't even get through the fucking story, can you?
I can't even get through it. So apparently somebody stole his dog and he got pissed off and he came back to burn down the people's house, but he was caught before he was able to burn down said house. So
Oh my god. What a creepy fucking looking. He looks like all they are entire chat room. Every
he looks
person.
like A.D. Morales, doesn't he?
That's great. All right. Yeah, the Peter Steele picture should be in the Mugshot Hall of Fame. That picture you put up earlier. All right, a quick one. We're running out of time here. We have like 58 minutes. Dr. Seuss, 3 women attack man with super glue after they discover he's been 3-timing them.
What?
A married man suffered the wrath of 3 angry women when his wife informed them that they was married, but he was cheating on all 3 of them simultaneously. The wife actually, the woman superglued his penis to his body.
No.
They just say crazy glue to sensitive body parts. So they glued his fucking penis to his leg or some shit like that. So 3 women simultaneously. And look at the mugshots on those 3, man.
I know.
He was fucking cheating on those fucking ladies. Look at these.
Oof.
Look at these girls. Look at the girl on the left. It's awful. Yeah, Techie Gal says, now that's justice. There you
She's
go.
like, I am Carrot Top, but I'm a chick.
There you go. Back to you, Bob.
Wow.
You got anything left?
That'll keep your dick out of your
Asshole.
whatever.
59 minutes.
McDonald's customer angered by menu change shoots up the drive-thru.
Oh,
I think
no.
that says it all.
Oh, no. You want to read about it? Because I got some sound effects you want. I'll play them right now. Hold on. Gun.
Oh, sorry, they don't have this article anymore. So
Yeah.
that's it. Cops, woman hid marijuana behind her butt cheeks. Police say a 38-year-old woman was driving a stolen car with revoked license
Yeah.
and was hiding pot between her butt cheeks.
Oh, no. Come on.
Shelby officer J.S. Bennett witnessed Jaxie Ramsey, Carroll 38 of Oak Grove Road, drive off of Dixon Boulevard early that day, according to a police report. Benfield kept safety a priority, ensuring that Carroll was okay. Benfield learned that Carroll was driving a stolen car with a stolen tag, reported in the report. She also found that there was a beer inside the Honda Civic, and she wasn't just packing heat. Carroll allegedly did have a hidden stash tucked away where the sun doesn't shine. After
Really?
turning Carroll over to the other law people, they found 1 gram marijuana between her butt cheeks.
Morales says fake story, but that's whatever. That's between you and him. That's fine.
Whatever.
It's time to go. It doesn't matter. So, Dr. Seuss.
This was a Tuesday Night Tank Show.
Thank
with your
you.
host, Bill, Dr. Seuss, Susie, and Mark H. Delph.
Red
Nobody
Claw.
knows what H
They call me
means, but
Red
you know what?
Claw.
It's a great idea.
Lobster Claw, they call me.
Lobster Claw. And this was the 48th, 28th, 38th?
28th.
50th show?
28th. 28th.
28th show.
There you go.
And we'll see you next time in November.
Yep. No. December 31st, we'll be back for our next show, and we'll be ready to. We'll have 4,737 stories by then, all from Kentucky, all about bar stools and drunk people and UT fan and Texas and everything. So we'll be back then. So there you go. Morales' birthday is November 27th. So thank you. Great show, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Yay! Yay!
And the fade.
Get out. Go home.
Thank you.